If your knees hurt every time getting up from a chair, crossing a parking lot, and you've just accepted it as part of getting older, I need you to stop and watch this video all the way through.
Because what I'm about to share with you is something that took most people years of trial and error to discover, and it can be done in 60 seconds with no equipment, right where you're standing. Not a painkiller, not a brace, not a surgery consult, a physical correction. One that addresses the actual mechanical reason most adults over 40 experience knee pain when walking, a reason that has nothing to do with your knees being worn out or too old. Here's what almost nobody tells you. For the vast majority of people with walking-related knee pain, the knee is not the problem. The knee is the victim. Something above it and something below it is failing, and the knee is absorbing that failure every single step you take. Once you understand that, and once you apply the fix I'm going to show you today, the difference can be felt almost immediately. Stay with me. This one is going to change the way you walk. Knee pain when walking is not a minor inconvenience. It is a quality of life sentence that slowly shrinks your world. You stop taking evening walks. You avoid stairs when possible. You sit out at events where there's too much standing. You decline trips, outings, and activities you used to love, not because you want to, but because every step reminds you that something isn't right. And here's the cruel irony. The less you walk, the weaker the muscles supporting your knee become. The weaker they get, the more load the joint absorbs. The more load the joint absorbs, the more it hurts. So you walk even less, and the cycle tightens. This is how knee pain turns from an occasional ache into a permanent limitation, not because the joint was doomed, but because nobody interrupted the cycle with the right information at the right time. Today, that changes. We're going to cover why walking-related knee pain actually happens at the mechanical level, what the 1-minute fix addresses specifically, and how to build on it so the pain stays gone not just for today, but for the long term. Let's start with the truth about what is actually going on inside your knee. Before we get to the fix, you need to understand one thing, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Your knee is essentially a hinge joint. It is designed to flex and extend in one plane forward and backward. It has very limited capacity for rotation or lateral stress. So when anything forces it out of that one plane, either from above, from below, or both, the joint suffers. And this is exactly what happens to most adults with walking-related knee pain. The fix we're doing today directly addresses this. But first, let's identify whether you're experiencing the two most common mechanical patterns that cause it. Because knowing which one applies to you makes the fix even more effective. There are two primary mechanical culprits behind knee pain when walking, and for many people, both are happening simultaneously. Culprit number 1, weak glutes causing knee valgus. Every time your foot hits the ground when walking, your glute medius, the muscle on the side of your hip, is supposed to fire and stabilize your pelvis. When it's weak, your pelvis drops on the opposite side. Your femur, the thigh bone, internally rotates, and your knee collapses slightly inward with every single step. Culprit number 2, tight hip flexors and anterior pelvic tilt. When your hip flexors are chronically shortened from sitting, which we covered in a previous video, they pull your pelvis forward into an anterior tilt. This changes the entire angle at which your femur sits in relation to your knee. Your quadriceps, particularly the vastus lateralis, the outer quad, become overactivated and tight, pulling the kneecap laterally out of its groove. Every knee bend becomes a friction event between the patella and the underlying cartilage. This is called patellofemoral syndrome, runner's knee, and it is extraordinarily common in adults over 40 who do not run, but who sit for long periods daily. Culprit number 3, and this one surprises people, flat or collapsed arches. When your foot pronates, meaning the arch collapses inward when you step, it creates an inward rotation chain that travels directly up into the knee. The ankle collapses inward, the shin rotates inward. The knee follows. The 1-minute fix we're about to do addresses all 3 of these pathways. Let's do it. The 1-minute fix is actually 3 movements done back to back, each lasting 20 seconds. Together, they form a rapid neuromuscular reset, waking up the glutes, releasing the hip flexors and restoring the knee tracking pattern before you walk. This is not a long-term treatment by itself. We'll get to that. But as an immediate pain reduction tool that you can use before any walk or any time your knees start aching, this is one of the most effective things you can do with 60 seconds. Phase 1, 20 seconds. The glute flick. Stand next to a wall for support. Shift your weight to your left foot. Now, with your right leg, extend your hip backward slightly, squeezing your right glute hard as you do. Not a big movement, just a deliberate, firm contraction. What you're doing, waking up the glute medius and glute maximus before they're asked to stabilize your knee during walking. Think of this as flipping the switch that prolonged sitting turns off. Phase 2. 20 seconds. The hip flexor release lunge. Step 1 foot forward into a gentle lunge position. Lower your back knee toward the floor or just allow the back hip to drop if kneeling is uncomfortable. Both hands on your front thigh for support. Now gently push your hips forward until you feel a stretch at the front of your back hip. That's the hip flexor releasing. What you're doing, releasing the anterior pull on your pelvis, which immediately changes the tracking angle of your kneecap and reduces the friction behind your patella. Phase 3, 20 seconds. The foot tripod press. Stand with feet hip width apart. Now, without curling your toes, press 3 points of your foot firmly into the floor. The ball of your big toe, the ball of your little toe, and the center of your heel. Feel the arch of your foot lift slightly as you do this. Hold that pressure for 2 seconds, release, and repeat for the full 20 seconds. What you're doing, activating the intrinsic foot muscles that support your arch and prevent the inward collapse pronation that sends a damaging rotation chain straight up into your knee. Now stand up and take 10 steps slowly and deliberately. Notice anything different? Most people feel an immediate reduction in knee discomfort, a different sense of where their knee is tracking, and a subtle but very real change in how their foot hits the ground. That is not a placebo. That is neuromuscular reprogramming happening in real time. Your brain just received corrected movement signals for every one of those 10 steps. Now let's talk about why you can't just stop there. Here is the honest truth. The 1-minute fix works in the moment because it temporarily restores the correct neuromuscular pattern before you move. Before we close out today's video, I want to cover 3 things that people with knee pain commonly do that actually make the problem worse. Because avoiding these is just as important as applying the fix. Mistake number 1. Resting completely. This is the most common instinct and the most counterproductive response to knee pain. When you stop moving, the muscles that support your knee weaken further, the joint loses the synovial fluid circulation that keeps cartilage healthy, and the entire mechanical dysfunction that created the pain gets more entrenched, not less. Unless your doctor has told you to rest for a specific acute injury, the right movement is always the better answer. Mistake number 2, relying on a knee brace as a long-term solution. A knee brace can be a useful short-term support, particularly after a recent injury. But if you are wearing a brace every day, long-term, to manage walking pain, you are outsourcing the stability work that your muscles should be doing. This causes the supporting muscles to weaken further over time, creating a deeper dependency on the brace. Address the root cause. The brace is a band-aid, not a fix. Mistake number 3. Focusing only on the knee when doing stretches or strengthening. If you have been diligently doing quad stretches and knee extensions to fix your knee pain and you've seen limited results, this is why. The knee is the victim, not the source. Stretching the victim doesn't fix the problem. Strengthening and mobilizing what's above and below it, the glutes, hip flexors, and foot does. Avoid these 3 mistakes, and your recovery accelerates dramatically. I want to ask you something before you close this video, and I genuinely want to know your answer. Where do you feel knee pain the most? Is it on stairs, going up, or coming down? Is it during a regular walk, especially after the first few minutes? Or is it worst when getting up from a chair or a car seat? Drop your answer in the comments right now, because your answer actually tells me a lot about which specific mechanical pattern is most dominant for you. And your comment will help me decide what the next video covers in depth. Every comment helps. And if this video gave you something real and useful today, please share it with someone who is dealing with knee pain and has been told there's nothing they can do. There is always something they can do. Subscribe so you never miss a new video we publish every week, covering real, practical solutions for staying strong, mobile, and pain-free after 40 and 60. Take care of those knees, and I will see you next week.